Come for a walk and talk with me and Luna. I'm going to start this video by saying I'm talking about PTSD, and if you find that triggering, please don't watch. I also wanted to say that this is a short video. It's not going to cover nearly any of what it's like to live with PTSD or the psychology behind it. I have written a longer form. Again, it's not a huge in detailed thing about PTSD, but if people did want that, then they're more than welcome to ask me and I can write or video some more stuff if people would like. I was diagnosed with chronic PTSD in 2023. That diagnosis gave me permission to stop analysing myself, but actually to listen to my own body. For years, I thought there was something wrong with me, that I was too sensitive, too reactive, too much. I felt embarrassed about how strongly I responded to events that most people seem to handle easily. But what I didn't understand was my system was running from fear, and that fear doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Although I had degrees in psychology and counselling, I didn't actually realise I had PTSD. Mostly because PTSD for me didn't show up like I was watching a film of all my trauma play back over and over and over again. For me, it didn't look like how a movie shows PTSD, so I didn't realise I had it. For me, PTSD showed up very much within my body. My heart would race, my body would panic. I'd have this overwhelming feeling to escape, to run, to leave, to get out of the situation. And afterwards, my body would feel exhausted, it would crash, nausea, migraines, exhaustion. Kind of felt like my body had ran for miles without me even choosing to do so. And for a long time, I'd fight my PTSD. Fight it so much, in fact, to the point where I gave myself an autoimmune disease. And it wasn't until I looked into the mechanisms of PTSD that helped me really understand it. See, PTSD isn't really a cognitive thing. It happens in the amygdala. For those of you who don't know, the amygdala is kind of the response system of our brains. Basically, it doesn't think, it just reacts to stimuli, which is why trying to fight my PTSD, trying to think my way out of PTSD never worked. It's also why time doesn't actually fix PTSD. And although it's tempting, why we shouldn't be angry at our bodies for having a PTSD response. Because that's how it should react. That's how it should react to stimuli that we perceive as danger. It should help us run, to help us fight. It's just that for some of us, because of the traumas we've been through, our body might react faster or in a more extreme way than others. Learning this helped me to stop fighting with my own body and my own mind. It helped me make peace with my PTSD. It kind of made me think of it as an annoying sibling rather than the thing I had to fight with. But the biggest thing that helped me was learning to ground myself, learning to be within my own body. Practices like yoga, meditation, although I don't think they can fix everything, helped me to be in touch with my body and how I felt, not just react. No, yoga and meditation did not get rid of my PTSD. I still have it. And that actually might be the hardest part. Because yes, I still have panic attacks, less than what I used to, and I'm now left with an autoimmune disease. But the fact that I will never remove PTSD from my life has been the biggest struggle, because it kind of makes me angry that these things that I had no control over, which traumatized me at the time, have this hold over me still. And in those times, I have to remind myself that PTSD is not a weakness. It's a survival response that hasn't quite switched off. It's my body doing what it's meant to be doing, affecting me in the way that it knows best. And although I wouldn't choose it, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody, it is a part of my life. And honestly, after years of work, I really truly love my life and who I am. So I hope if you hear this, it can help you to find peace with yours too.